Welcome back, you guys. Today what I have for you is a What Sold. Today's solds are from April 5th through the 11th. So it's Saturday to Friday. I sold items on 4 different stores this time. Mercari, Poshmark, eBay, and Curtsy. So stay tuned to see what I sold. Alright, so to start off, I sold this Tommy Bahama linen button down. I paid $7 for it, sold it for $25 on Mercari. After fees and shipping, I made $14.78. That's also after cost of product. Alright, so now I'm going to start off with my Poshmark sales. I sold these Stuart Weitzman slip-on shoes for $35. After shipping and cost of goods, I made $23.39. Okay, so the next two items I sold on auction. I sold them on Poshmark. They both sold for $205 a piece. On this Joey, however you want to pronounce it, wool sweater, I made $1. And on the Free People, I actually lost 94 cents. However, I did have it for a while. It was in really bad shape, so I just started to get rid of it. So the next item I have is the Polo Ralph Lauren pullover. I paid $3.68 for it. It sold for $11 on Poshmark, and I made $4.37. In hindsight, I probably could have gotten more, but I was just happy to make my money back and then some. This Torrid sweater I would not pick up again. It was acrylic. I figured being Torrid and being a size 5, it would sell really quick. It did not. It took about a month to sell, and I only made $5.37 on it. It sold for $12. I picked it up for $3.68. Then these Danskos, I would definitely pick up again. They were size 8.5. I picked them up for $4. They sold for $20. I made $10.40 after shipping and fees. The Skims, I probably would pick it up again. I just wouldn't pick it up in such a small size. It was a size extra small, and it took about a week and a half to sell, which is really good. So for $20, my cost of goods was $7.35, and I made $8.65. Now we're going to be going into my eBay sales. I picked up this Titleist for $1.53, sold within a day or two for $9. I made $5.30 after cost of goods and shipping, and the cost of product as well. This Lucky Brand linen top, I would definitely pick up again with newer tags. Without newer tags, I would not pick it up. I picked it up for $1.09. It sold for $14, and I made $11.63 after everything. This Christian Soriano jacket, I would not pick up. It just was a waste all over. However, I did make a profit of $12.36. It sold for $14.39. Cost of goods is $4.99. So that'll be $12.36. The next item I'm going to talk about is this Lord & Taylor cashmere sweater. I might pick it up. I just wouldn't pick it up this time of the year. Picked it up for $3.68. Sold it for $10, and I made $8.24. The next top I would definitely pick up. I thought this was so cute. It's a Garnet Hill Pima cotton sweater. Button down. I picked it up for $1.09. Sold for $16, and I made $11.68 off of it. This Lands' End swimsuit, I'd pick up in bigger sizes, nothing under size 20. It was a size 26 wide. Took a couple. I do want to get into this. The Lands' End swim dress, it was a size 26 wide. It was such a cute little print. If it was in my size, I would totally wear it myself. I wouldn't have even sold it. I would have kept it for myself. Sorry, guys. I'm dealing with really bad allergies right now. But anyways, it didn't sell for much. The next item I'm going to show you is a Hannah Anderson snowsuit, I guess you would call it. It was in a size 3T. It sold for a good price. However, I totally messed up on the shipping, and I ended up paying an extra $5 over what I charged the customer for shipping. So that's why the fees and everything's going to come out, and it's going to look like a really bad sale. But honestly, if you see Hannah Anderson, Mini Bowden, there's a couple other brands for kids, pick them up. honest, the only brands I stick to mainly are Minnie Bowden and Hannah Anderson. If I find something and I think it's worth looking up, I will. The other thing to look for is vintage dresses, especially from like the 90s. As a mom, if I had a daughter, I would totally be looking for vintage 90s dresses just because that's what I grew up in. And a lot of parents feel the same way. That's what they grew up in, that's what they're comfortable putting their kids in. So let's get back into this. So like I was just saying, this Hannah Anderson snowsuit, I picked it up for $5, sold for $25. After everything, I only made $6.71. However, like I just said, I messed up on the shipping, and that's my own fault. I should have charged more for shipping. The next item I have is a Reformation skirt sold late last night. This is actually Saturday afternoon. It sold about 11:30 at night on Friday, and I'm very happy with that sale. It sold for $29.99. I haven't even done the shipping yet, but I'm expecting to make $24.92 with that sale alone. Then the final item I have is going to be on Curtsy. I don't make that many sales on there, but I do put my stuff on there just in case it does sell. The sale was horrible. The skirt, it was a Talbot's Collection skirt, beautiful skirt. Sold for $5, cost $1.09, and I made $2.37. I did have this skirt in my store for a while, so I was happy to just move it on.